Some words about a special kind of black metal that we know it as raw or bestial black metal or war metal. This kind of metal, this kind of category of black metal, maybe it's even more closer to death grind than to the classical Norwegian Orthodox black metal. But most of the people will put it under the category of black. Now, it is very chaotic, it's very cacophonous, it is very lo-fi. And if we're speaking about the forefathers of this style, we will find them first of all inside the first works of Sodom, inside Possessed, Autopsy, inside the first works of Bathory, and in the first works of Hellhammer. These maybe they are the forefathers, but if we're speaking about the real fathers of this kind of special black metal, the bestial war raw black metal, we have to go to Blasphemy from Canada, to Sarcophago from Brazil, and to Beherit from Finland, especially from these three bands. And here I will try to speak about some of the bands that I like of this style, and also some other bands and albums that they're not exactly bestial war raw black metal, but they have connection with this scene. First of all, maybe I had to speak about Archgoat from Finland, that also they are very famous band of this style. So let's start. First of all, I will speak about Blasphemy from Canada, and they have until now 2 studio albums. The first album is so this album is so it makes so big influence to the whole scene of bestial war black metal. If we speak about the album For Angel of Doom. Also Blasphemy, they have their other special work, the second album, Gods of War, and maybe here the songs are even a little bit better from For an Angel of Doom. In any case, I prefer this album. Secondly, we speak about Sarcophago from Brazil. Okay, they played a very raw thrash metal that it was also very close to the first wave of black metal in Europe, and not only. And Sarcophago, they were not only the only band from Brazil, there were the extreme thrash bands from Brazil with this kind of style, black thrash metal in these days, that they influenced the raw bestial black metal. And here, if I will speak about Sarcophago, maybe I had to speak about their first album, INRI, but I will speak about their second album, this very special album, The Laws of Skirts. And here they're playing a little bit more death thrash, but Sarcophago, they were so they make a big influence to Blasphemy and to other also bands. Another also band from this style of raw thrash and raw black thrash, I'm speaking about Mystifier from Brazil, and their special album Goetia. And another also band from Brazil, it was speaking about the famous Sepultura, in their first album, in the first EP also, Morbid Visions, and also in Bestial Devastation. Okay, also they played this style of let's say, raw thrash that afterwards became raw black thrash or bestial black metal. And Vulcano also from Brazil, with their first album, Bloody Vincents. And also we have to say that here they have also a song by the name Death Metal. In the same way that Possessed, they have also a song in Seven Churches in the first album. A great album, Vulcano. And now let's go to Finland, Böhkerit. Here we have the Oath of Black Blood. And I will continue. I will speak here also about the first album of Bathory. Okay, they made a big influence also to the black thrash, not only to the bestial black metal. And this is not exactly bestial black metal, not at all. But the influences of Bathory in this album, and also if we were speaking about the album Requiem of Bathory, there are these albums that they gave their influences to the bestial black metal. And from Canada, afterwards we had Blasphemy, we had also Converor, and from Converor we have today Revenge. Here we will bring this Canadian also band, bestial black metal, Infiltration, Downfall, Death. Another special band of bestial black metal from Australia, speaking about Bestial Warlust. And also they have 2 studio albums. Here I have one live of them of 1996, Storming Bestial Legions. Also the mastermind of Destroyer 666, they're playing Black Thrash, he's in this band. Another band from Sweden, if I'm not sure, Bestial Mockery, and their album Slaying the Life. Here they playing a little bit more black thrash than bestial war black metal, but they have also connection with the whole style. In the words, they are so influenced by Blasphemy also here. Also another band from Finland that is not exactly bestial black metal, but they gave many influences to the style, Impalt Nazarene. And here I will speak about the album Propartia Finlandia. And one band from United States that they are playing bestial black metal, they played bestial black metal, war black metal, raw black metal with a little bit even more influences from Doom, and speak about God Lord. Here we'll bring The Last Sodomy of Mary. Okay, everyone knows the sinister story about the mastermind of the band. Unfortunately, okay, he was a killer. He made suicide afterwards. The story of God Lord is even more sinister from the story of Mayhem, of Emperor of Burzum. Something very, very, very sinister, unfortunately. But here we speak all about the music. Another band from Slovenia with also 2 studio albums, and here I will bring their second album. Very, very great, Provocator, and their album Satan, Chaos, Blood and Terror. A very great album of bestial black metal. And at last, one band that we can't say that they are bestial black metal. No, they are not. They are extreme thrash metal, but they have many connections with this style. Inquisitor, and their album Walbreak's Sabbath of Lust. A very, very special kind of extreme thrash metal with connections with the raw bestial war black metal. So, from Israel and from Jerusalem, stay metal and stay heavy.